and it's going to be great. I'm just going to imagine your face is on that little light. Hi, I'm Becca Archer. I'm the Finance Director at Namene.
I'm Wayne van Rensburg. I'm the Regional Operations Director for Namene. We're trying to provide lighting access to people who ordinarily wouldn't.
Replacing kerosene lamps with solar-powered lights. We've got more than 10 companies, and in fact actually more than 8 currencies. So very quickly we became quite complex, and all the financial reporting that we had was spreadsheets, exports from Xero. Consolidations were done, not monthly. It was sort of more on a quarterly or an as-needed basis, and it meant that the forecast was basically really just done once a year.
Because of this horribly fluid, unstructured environment, there was no real reference point for me now when I started to say, is our performance ahead of what we wanted? Is it behind? Are we on par?
I needed the solution to be scalable, and I needed also it to be to me to be able to use it in-house and make it customizable so I could drive the reporting and the improvements myself. And I quite quickly whittled down to 2 or 3 choices. And in that, Acterys was a very clear front runner. The first phase was just getting a consolidation and reporting set up and output provided. So the Acterys team, there was a consultant called Michael who did a fantastic job. He was the technical consultant on the Acterys side. So then actually within a month of signing the contract, I then actually had a report output, P&L, balance sheet, that I could then present to the board with all the actual results for the year-to-date position, which was the first time they'd seen anything at that level of quality from a financial output.
So when Becca was then producing that first set of financials, it very quickly dawned on all of us that we needed certain information from the field. I think the big benefit there was straight away we were on convergent paths, where for a long time we were all pulling in different directions.
Phase 2 that then came was actually around the forecasting. It's got data in it in a fantastic structure, which is perfect for us as an organisation. It's got our full chart of accounts in there, but it's also got other dimensions. So we've got cost centres, and we've got other activities in there. It's got units information as well. So it's then enabling us to actually use KPI information through this forecast model in order to be able to track how the business is doing.
Much more intelligently work with the teams to plan our business and be a lot more deliberate in what we do. There's a summarized P&L, just nicely chunked up cost centers. I pull it up by business unit, and then I can go into different departments and I can very quickly interrogate plans, actions, outputs. It's great. Before it used to take me hours. I do it now in minutes. I'm in a better place than ever to try and help us be effective. Everybody
just looks at it in amazement, and every time I do something new, they're like, wow, you've really just provided me a new perspective.
We easily 5-10 years ahead of where we would have been before this.
If I'm ever asked in a different company to ever consolidate in a spreadsheet, I'll quite simply just say, let's just get Acterys in. In 2 months, you can get a fantastic product.